Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Menteri Fahmi, Timbalan Menteri, keluarga MDEC dan rakan-rakan saya muliakan. Saya ucapkan tahniah dan terima kasih kepada Mahathir Aziz dan keluarga MDEC yang menyelenggarakan acara pada hari ini yang bagi kita adalah suatu fokus yang utama dalam ekonomi madani. Kita bicarakan soal transformasi digital. Ia memerlukan satu pendekatan baru, satu anjakan dari kerangka pemikiran lama kepada suatu yang sangat mendesak. Kita harus belajar dari pengalaman negara-negara lain, negara maju, negara berkembang, Estonia dan beberapa negara lain. Dan saya mahu sekeluarga MDEC khususnya memerhati bukan saja meneroka keadaan yang mendesak dalam negara, tapi melihat perkembangan 10 tahun dulu sampai sekarang di negara yang lain, supaya kita tidak terlibat tercah dalam beberapa kesilapan yang lalu dan kita tidak mampu melengah-lengahkan tindakan. Transformasi digital ini seolah-olah menggapai langit. Cuba bukan saja meneroka yang baru, tetapi menggapai yang betul-betul baru, yang mencabar, yang belum selesa dan biasa di kalangan rakyat. Tetapi cabarannya juga adalah untuk mengakar di bumi. Sebab itu kita bicara tentang penglibatan ramai yang lebih inklusif, supaya dalam menggapai langit itu kita tidak meninggalkan rakyat di bawah, terutama kawasan pedalaman dan miskin bandar. This happens to be our major challenge. We are embarking on a new technology which is essentially a major challenge to most countries. That's why I have called upon MDEC and the ministry to learn from the experience of the past in order to strive and ensure that we are able to compete. We cannot afford to repeat the mistakes of the initial players. We have therefore to embark, learn from the experience of the many other countries, and at the same time realize that in economy madani, the issue of equitable disposition, the concern about inequality, the need to be more inclusive, urban, rural, and the heartland, the middle class, the urban poor, and those who have been essentially deprived from basic amenities. This is a major challenge, and I think the 6 weeks effort by MDEC in the MDX clearly did focus on this. I would implore that you do more, because every time we accelerate the pace of change and development, at times the negative impact is, of course, growing inequality. Inequality is a major concern. There are strengths in the American economy. The basic weakness is, of course, the issue of inequality. And I don't think, in the Madani concept of things, we should allow this to happen. Yes, there will be inequality, but gross inequality, abject poverty or grinding poverty is not something that we can condone in this country. Therefore, the challenge of digital transformation must cover areas that possibly has not been addressed satisfactorily by other countries. Malaysia's prominence as a premier business and investment destination is evidence, as said by Fahmi just now, by our consistent ranking among Southeast Asia's top countries for launching startups. And 3 of our cities have secured places in the top 1,000 of the Global Startup Ecosystem Index 2023. I don't understand why we can't have 10. Why must we confine ourselves and be lulled into this sort of complacency? Yes, we have achieved 3. My next question is, why not 10? Why not Kuching and Kota Kinabalu and Johor Bahru? And of course, Penang, Ipoh is near Tambun. Globally, we currently hold the 43rd position, and we are resolutely aiming to break into the top 20 by 2030. Many of my friends have alerted me suggesting that it is rather too ambitious. But it takes clarity in policies, determination, and discipline. And that is why I stressed the moment I assumed office on the issue of governance. We have the capacity. Only if we are prepared to adjust or make major adjustments from the old ways of doing things, and in polite terms we say the old business as usual. Yeah? The leakages, the corruption, the slow pace of approvals. Although we talk about accelerating the process, and even we talk about one-stop agency, which I was really familiar with since the 80s and 90s. But you know what it means? One-stop agency, it stops there. You know? So that's why last week's cabinet, I was suggesting that why don't you change this term one-stop agency by putting some accelerate the process or whatever, so that it gives a real meaning, all right? Instead of one-stop agency. You know? I don't know who coined the phrase. One-stop agency, yeah. And those of you who are familiar would certainly appreciate the concern of many. There is absolutely no reason why our ministries and bureaucrats tolerate this delay. We have good professionals, we have clear policies and guidelines. We have to therefore ensure that we are more efficient and accelerate the process of approvals. Now we have attracted 384 billion ringgit in digital investments, and it's of course impressive. But my next question is not why not half a trillion? 180,000 high-value jobs. Unemployment is not a serious problem in this country, but we are churning out hundreds and thousands of graduates. And therefore, we have to, again, accelerate the process and not end with one-stop agency. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have firmly established as a global leader in global business services sector. And investments for this year and by 2025 is estimated to be about 90 billion ringgit. And you have seen this last few weeks or last few months, general interest by not only the investing community, big investors from China, from the United States, from Germany. We have Infineon from Germany, huge investments of 5 billion euros. We have from the States, we have from China, and also visits from prominent leaders. We had Netherlands Prime Minister the previous week, and yesterday, Prime Minister of Japan, and this week, Vice President of China. See, we have therefore this added advantage, seen as an important emerging economy. They have attracted interest not only by political leaders, but more so business community. What we need is to, again, I need to reiterate, the need to expedite the commercialization of research and innovation. Entities such as Khazanah, Malaysia Venture Capital Management, Berhad, MAVCAP, Cradle, Penjana Capital, have consistently provided assistance and investment opportunities. Corporate giants like Petronas and Maxis are actively supporting both seed stage and rising star companies. Funding and mentorship opportunities are abundant through venture capital firms and accelerators which collaborate closely with international entities. Now, the Malaysia Digital Expo 2023 is a testament to our unwavering commitment to realizing our digital economy ambitions. It encapsulates the core values of the Madani economic framework. Our vision is resolute to establish a growth economy that is not only sustainable but also inclusive, aligning with the essence of Malaysia Madani and the fundamental pillars of the Madani economic framework, which encompasses the new industrial master plan, the national energy transition roadmap, and numerous economic growth and foreign direct investments initiatives. Our ultimate aim, of course, to translate our vision into tangible value underpinned by resounding impact. Now, we have the challenges, of course, in its deliverables. Meaningful impact that elevates the quality of life of every Malaysian and their loved ones. Our digital economy stands as one of Malaysia's key economic pillars, not only in matter of contributing substantial 23.2% to our nation's GDP, but the challenge is, of course, to ensure that we emerge as a successful nation, and digital transformation is a key strategy in this regard. And now in the third quarter of 2022 alone, the digital economy garnered $15.7 billion in investments. And this is one of the fastest growing sectors. Now, the Malaysia Digital National Strategic Initiative on the pivotal sectors of trade, agriculture, services, smart cities, healthcare, finance, content, tourism, and the Islamic digital economy, which we are giving special focus, not only in terms of what's referred by the Minister in terms of halal, but to explore new avenues, new potentials, new windows that can be seen to be a major and leading player in the Islamic finance and Islamic economy. In the 2024 budget, I presented an initiative to propel the growth of digital innovations and next generation technologies. And it is again an effort to ensure that we become an innovation-driven economy. So the experts are here. I'm giving, of course, more general prescriptions because I don't think I'm able to compete with you in terms of that level of expertise. So to ensure that I remain relevant, I make it rather general. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'm very appreciative of the efforts of the ministry and MDEC in particular, and of course rejoice with the extent of interest and support by those present and those who have been following this session. It is an important event to my mind, but I must reiterate that much more needs to be done. The challenge of MDEC is to make sure that every single Malaysian in every single village and district in the urban poor is not deprived of this opportunity to participate in this new technology. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.